So I see people making this mistake all the time, and it is literally the difference of starting on Amazon and losing thousands of dollars compared with potentially making thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands a month, or scaling up a brand to the $1 million level. And that mistake is that people just do product research completely wrong. So in this video, I want to break down a way that is relevant now in 2019 to do great product research and really find where those opportunities are, and not just for the one product, but in a way that sets you up to build a brand that is potentially $1 million brand. So let's just jump into the right way to do product research in a way that is profitable, will not lose you money, and can actually scale in 2019. Let's do it. Okay, so before we jump into my computer and I show you some of this stuff, I want to explain the way I look at product research, which is that there's really two phases. And this is exactly, by the way I teach it in my Zero to Brand course. So you're getting a massive behind the scenes look here at the way I look at product research. The way I teach it is that there's top of the funnel and there's bottom of the funnel. And top of the funnel is any potential product idea. And then you have to, so wherever you get these product ideas, right? Whether it's from digging on Amazon, from going to the store, from finding stuff on Instagram, from product research tools, whatever it is, you put them into the funnel. And what really matters more than that is the way you evaluate it. Like this evaluation, this narrowing down process and figuring out, is this product an opportunity on all of these sets of criteria for the Amazon marketplace, for being able to scale this brand? Does it meet all those things? So I will probably spend more time talking about that part, the narrowing of the funnel, because to me that is much more important than where you get the idea. You should really just have a lot of ideas. You should do a lot of digging so you can feed your funnel with everything. And I don't care where you necessarily get that first idea. What's more important is going down and finding other opportunities and then figuring out, does this make sense for Amazon? That said, there are a couple tools that you should really understand. So let me jump into the computer and show you those. Okay, so jumping into some product research tools, let me first say I am not a tools junkie where I spend, months and months just trying every new tool. To me, that's a huge waste of time. Pick one, go with it. I'm gonna be showing you Jungle Scout because they've been around the longest. That's what I've been aware of and using for years now. But if you wanna go with one that is a different one, by all means, just start doing it. Like which tool you choose is not really the make or break point, but I'm showing you Jungle Scout because that's what I'm familiar with. So that's what I personally recommend. Anyways, if you're here on Jungle Scout's website, let me just quickly explain. They have the web app and then they have the Chrome extension. So let me just show you what both of those do. First off, the Chrome extension is of course a Chrome extension. Let's say, for example, the product that you're researching is a coffee grinder. And what this does basically is save you a ton of time because you can just click that little tab here and it's going to run the numbers on all these different points. What is the bestseller rank? What is the price, of course? How many monthly sales do they estimate this product gets? How many sales per day? What is the total revenue? How many reviews? So it gives you a really quick way to just be able to filter all of these search results and do things that you can do manually much faster because it's just going to give you a massive overview. So now that this is loaded up, you can see how quickly you can just glance and be like, boom, what's the revenue situation like? How much competition? You can dig down. If you get the Pro, you'll even get this opportunity score. It's loading a little slow just because I'm screen recording at the same time. But yeah, a very quick way to just get a broad look at the evaluation of a market that you can then drill down to, as we're going to be talking about in a few minutes, under like sort of what scenarios you want to drill down to. But I do recommend this. If you're going to pay for any product research tool, it's probably something like the Jungle Scout extension. And if you do choose to use Jungle Scout, you might as well grab, I have a 20% off coupon in the description, which you might as well, if you go with another one, again, don't care, whatever, just you need something that does something like this. It's going to save you a ton of time. Now, the web app, also, if you use that link, you'll get some extra uses and it'll kind of increase the plan that you pay for if you get the web app. What this does is allow you to sort of search all of Amazon at once based on criteria that you set. So for example, you could say, I want to find products that are within $20 to $30. These are made up criteria. I'll talk about this in a second. I'll leave that out. Let's say at least $8,000 in revenue and maybe maximum 30,000, so I don't get anything crazy, but you get the idea. Oh, maybe put like less than 75 reviews or whatever. I'm not telling you to just use those criteria. I'll have to rant on that for just a minute. But that is the power of what this can do, is it can search all of Amazon for products that meet what you're looking for. So the biggest issue that people always have with the web app, and me personally too, and I agree, and I've even talked with Greg, the founder, and this is just the thing, is that so many of you guys, so many people that are getting into something like this, they want to be told, what criteria do I type in? Do I put less than 50 reviews, less than 100 reviews, what revenue, all this? They want this exact criteria. And the problem with that is if you follow somebody else's, you're going to get all of the same results. So that's the type of stuff that you start getting this problem where everyone is finding the exact same products. This is a real problem. So you might hate me for this, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what to put in here. What you need to do is realize that you can tweak it to find different categories. For example, at one point, maybe you're looking at products from $20 to $30. You figure that out. Then maybe you look at products that are $30 to $40. Okay. Then maybe you look at products that are doing $8,000 a month to $12,000 a month, meaning they are kind of like an easier opportunity, maybe get your feet wet type of opportunity. Then maybe you go look at products that are doing $20,000 to $50,000 a month for these more home run, bigger investment products. The point is you need to use this this is a top of the funnel method. This is a way to get ideas, but you can't just follow somebody else's criteria. You will get screwed. These are the ones that I get people asking me the same product, like 20 different people showing me the same product. I'm like, yeah, you obviously just put in the exact same criteria and it spit out the same results that everybody else did. So let me show you a little bit more how to use this. So again, for example, you can set all these criteria, standard oversize, all of that. I won't go too into the details here, but just for a quick example to show you how it works. For category, for right now, I'm just gonna go with select all. You can and should, of course, maybe search certain categories at the same time, or click off ones that you're obviously not looking at, books, CDs, maybe you don't wanna go into electronics, maybe you do wanna only look at electronics. You're probably not gonna be selling watches or software, or, you get the idea. I'm not gonna dig too much deeper into this, but I just wanna show you how it works. So now what it's doing is it is searching all of Amazon in those categories for products that fit this criteria, and then it spits it out, and these are all things that then you can go dig deeper in the actual evaluation. Take these search terms for products that look interesting and appealing to you, run it back into Amazon, run the extension to then determine if that market is the right for you. So for the remainder of this video, let's talk about figuring out, is this market right for Amazon for you? Is this a product you want to go along with and then hopefully build into a brand? So again, top of the funnel, get ideas, run it through evaluation. Web app is one way to get top of the funnel ideas, and then you just need to branch out, click around through Amazon, go to storefronts, get ideas from going to the store, Instagram, around your house, whatever is top of the funnel. Evaluation is much more important. So let's talk about that for the remainder. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Coffee Grinder Jungle Scout spreadsheet that we have here for the sake of this example. I am not saying this is a good product. I always feel bad to I don't want to dig in and then expose things, because then everyone will jump into it and then it's bad and then nobody wins and then it's all this weird thing, or I expose somebody's product and then they're mad at me. So I'm not saying this is a good example, but I'm going to explain to you through this example what you would want to be looking for. So point number one on my product research breakdown, again, same way I break this down in the course, so you're getting a huge preview into that. Number one is healthy sales volume. Does it have healthy sales volume? So you can see that, of course, just by looking at the estimated revenues here. And the biggest mistake people make on this first point is that they get into markets that are just dead. For example, if I was seeing the top one was 3,000 revenue, and then from there down, it was all like 400 revenue, 500 revenue. That's just way too small of a market. Way too small. So you want to see healthy sales to the level that you're going for. Maybe you're shooting for a product that can do $8,000 a month, $10,000, $12,000, minimum 5 to 6 if you're getting into like a really low, easy opportunity. But again, I hate to give exact criteria, but that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking for. But I'll tie this right into point number 2 and talk about them together, which is market size versus competition. So you need to see a healthy balance of how big this market is, how much sales volume there is in this market versus how much competition is there. So, for example, if there's only 5 competitors for a product, you want to be seeing, a good percentage of those products doing a healthy number of revenue. Maybe you're seeing 15,000, then 12,000, then 8,000, then 5,000, then 1,000. So one guy's struggling, the others are doing all right to the point that you'd be doing well. Now, on the other hand, maybe there's 50 competitors, but up at the top, it's 80,000, 50,000, 50,000, 40,000, 40,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. Then you're seeing a much bigger market size, but it's balanced with more competition. Either one can work. It's just a matter of your risk-reward tolerance. Are you going for a big opportunity where you're going to invest more and go much more aggressively for a bigger opportunity, or are you trying to pick up scraps and build a portfolio of products? So again, to make that clear, it can be effective whether there's a few competitors in a small market or there's a lot of competitors in a big market. What matters is the market size, the volume of sales balanced with the number of competitors. So what you never want to see is what I call, it's like the sea of despair. Like you don't want to see 2 sellers doing well up at the top and then just everybody, just pages and pages and pages of people struggling. Because if you were to just throw a dart at this thing, you're way more likely to be somewhere in the middle than shooting for the number 1 spot. Shooting for the absolute number 1 in the market that you're trying to go into is more difficult than you need to mess with. So I'd much rather try to find an opportunity where I feel like I can fit into the middle. So it's balanced. So that kind of combines market size and sales volume and market size versus competition, points number 1 and 2. All right, so point number 3 on my product research criteria evaluation is differentiation. And I don't want to dive too deep into this and make this a massively long video. So please do leave comments of what you want me to expand on more in upcoming videos or what is unclear. But the main thing to grasp from differentiation is that you need to be a compelling choice to the customer somehow. So you can't just copy, you can't like, let's do the manual coffee grinder just to give you a better look at what I'm talking about here. So these are the hand grind ones. Like for example, this one right here, you can't just like there's already a lot of people just copying it. You got to have something compelling, right? Like you got to have some way of being different. And now this could be price, material, the packaging it comes with, adding accessories to it like this, or adding a nice bag or packaging or other tools, or maybe it's a completely different style of grinder. To me, that is probably the best differentiation that I see here. Different shapes, different sizes. There's of course a lot of ways to do this. Be very, very, very careful. A lot of people make the huge mistake of just finding some way to differentiate, and it actually sucks and nobody wants it. So that is a point to definitely be very careful with. Now, point number 4 is to me most important, because this is where you go from picking a product that does, maybe your first product does $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $8,000, $15,000, whatever. Where you get from there to a $1 million brand is by selling more products. So that is the way you pick a $1 million product on Amazon, is you pick a first product that can lead to more products. So that point 4 is, can this product be built out into a brand? So you see, for example, to build a $1 million business, let's take a quick minute and break down what that means. A $1 million business does about $80,000 in revenue per month, right? 80,000-ish, 83,000 times 12 leads you with a $1 million business. So once you hit that $83,000 a month run rate, you have a $1 million business. So maybe that's a product doing 10K a month, 40K a month, and 2 15s. And once you have that set of products, now you're at that $1 million business. So what does this actually mean? Because you're not going to get there just by doing one coffee grinder. Maybe it means that you start doing other products that are related to it, filters, other types of coffee accessories. Maybe you're expanding within coffee. Maybe it's coffee and tea. Maybe it's home and kitchen. You're selling other types of grinders, other shapes, other sizes. You have to expand the brand and start collecting your customer information and marketing additional products to the same people. That is how you go from one little product to a $1 million brand. This is what you're going to be doing from when you start this business in a month or whatever until the next couple of years. It's going to be expanding out that product portfolio. That is going to be the key to how you grow and scale your business. Now, point number 5 on my product criteria list, and I won't spend too much time on this, this is just profit margin. It has to make sense. So for example, here I am at the Amazon FBA fee calculator. You can find this just by Googling FBA fee calculator. Let's do, for example, hand grinder coffee. This is going to show you how, I guess we'll use the same example. They're a great company, by the way, that spoke at an event that I've spoke at as well. So you can look into their story because they're doing a very good job of building a real brand. And here's where you can figure out, okay, if I sell it at, let's say $24.99, how much money is left? And then you're of course going to factor in your product cost. So, let's say this product costs you $5.50 landed, shipped into Amazon. You're figuring out, okay, that's about $12.50 of profit. And you're just figuring out, is this item, does this even make sense, right? Does this make sense in terms of, is this something that has enough profit in it to be healthy? And what I would look for is for this end profit to be, in this case, that's rather high, 50%. I would shoot for bare minimum 30 to 35%. And that's for like very, very special cases where there's some other reason that I think it's a great opportunity. In general, I'm hoping to be 40% plus. 50% is great, but 40%, you want to be like healthy in that range. And that's not just to be greedy. That's because you need money to invest in advertising. So that number is going to go down. And you need that money you need to help your cash flow situation. So you need to be profitable so that you can invest in more products, buy more inventory, all of that. So again, product research is truly the most important thing. Do not rush through this. Do not follow the wrong paths. Make sure you give this the time and respect that it deserves, because this is the difference of success and failure on Amazon. It just truly is. It is 95% of the game is picking the right product and being set up for a business that can really work on Amazon. So I hope this was extremely helpful for you to see behind the scenes of how I do it and how I teach it and all of that. Let me know, hit thumbs up if this was helpful. I do have my Zero to Brand course, which is my full training that teaches absolutely everything A to Z to building a scalable, profitable brand off the back of Amazon at the beginning. That is Zero to Brand course. And if you watched to the end of this long video, first 5 people, I'll do a discount link. If you missed it, I promise you, nothing. I don't think anything else is coming. It is not going to be worth waiting, because think about all the time missed. So I'm really excited for all the people jumping in 2019 and taking this business very seriously. And whether you're just learning a ton from this video or you're jumping in there with me in the Zero to Brand program, either way, I'm super excited for you. Keep me posted in the comments. I respond to 99.9% of comments. So do not hesitate to drop your question, drop your feedback. Let me know what you want to see next, what I should go into deeper in terms of product research or in terms of just Amazon business, entrepreneurship in general. I would love to hear from you. Please do subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Click all the things so I can stop asking, and see you in the next video. Thanks so much.